What's up, YouTube? It's me, SmartyJ here, and welcome back to another video on the channel, and welcome back to another video covering some, Fazbear Fanverse Initiative news, because, a few days ago, or maybe almost a couple weeks ago, there was a couple posts released related to the Candy series that I meant to talk about on a candy stream I did a couple weeks ago myself. You may remember that I did a whole revisit to Candy's Remastered, and there's supposed to be like a revisit part 2, but yeah. I was supposed to cover the news on that stream, but because of how all over the place that stream was, I kind of spaced it till the very end after I was done streaming it. So yeah, we're gonna have another stream, or another video like this, covering news on, Fazbear Fanverse topics. But yeah. So with that being said, right here we have two posts from Emil Mako on his Game Jolt page for the FNAC series, and an update for FNAC Fur. So yeah. That's gonna be basically the video. I'm not gonna waste too much more time with this intro, but yeah, we're here to talk about some upcoming news for just Finance Candies, the Finance Candy series. So yeah, let's get into it. Here we go. So I probably should start with the FNAC series one, because the second one is a FNAC Fur update. So we'll do the whole series and then talk about the new little spin-off game afterwards. So the FNAC series. Hello again. While I've been working on the game page for FNAC 4, alright, no, sorry, let me restart. Hello again. Well, I've been working the Game Jolt page for FNAC 4. Got a whopping 5,000 followers. Anyways, I bet everyone has been wondering what's going on. For a long time now, I've been working on the Finance Candies series, so each game can be a proper entry in the Fanverse. The games in the series that are a part of the Fanverse are as followed: Finance Candies Remastered, Finance Candies 2, Finance Candies 3, Finance Candies 4, and FNAC Fur. There are 5 games. These 5 games have been on my table for a while, exchanging my focus as time went on. Since I've began this endeavor of not only producing 2 new games, but also porting the original 3 games, I have made some changes to the overall plans here and there. Plans for the original trilogy. These games, being FNAC R, 2, and 3, will receive substantial updates, mainly in the forms of bug fixes and gameplay rebalancing, as well as quality of life improvements. However, these games didn't all start off on equal footing with regards to quality. This stands to reason, as my skills have improved a ton with each game release. Yeah, with each game released. Because of this, some of these games have been deemed more of my attention than others, and I want them all to release together if possible. Some of you may not realize, but I did in fact not plan out the entire series from the start. Veterans fans might remember all the times I stated that a sequel to the original Candies would never happen. Of course, today we look back and we laugh at those statements with me and my 5 current Candies games, 6 if we distinguish between the original Candies and its remastered. However, I often felt that this unplanned quality has been very telling for the first 3 games. What I want is for these games to feel like a coherent piece of the story that belonged to I butchered that. What I want is for these games to feel like a cohesive piece of the series they belong in, which is what these changes will hopefully achieve. I've also been thinking about putting these games on Steam with a small amount of money for each. My reasoning is that these games stand to be a renewed experience for everyone with some new content and improved gameplay. And since FNAC 4 and FNAC Fur are both planned to release on Steam already, it would be a nice way to have a definitive collection definitive collection be possible. Additionally, Steam has a lot more little goodies available for games, like achievements, trading cards, and more. But rest assured that I would not price the original trilogy very high. Why is everything taking so long? These past 4 years have been very turbulent, both for me and for all of us. Obviously, the pandemic a few years back threw a wrench in everyone's plans, but on top of that, I've also been dealing with a lot of personal life problems. While I've been able to work on games, I've only been able to juggle between all the different projects that require my attention. As some of you may know, I'm also helping develop the Pop Goes games, namely Pop Goes Arcade and Pop Goes Evergreen. While Arcade is finished and only needs to be ported, something I am working with the folks at Click Team to achieve, Evergreen has seen substantial progress with its programming, most of it which has been trivial for me to implement. I try my best to work as efficient on all my projects as possible. Game dev is my passion, as you surely know. Actual progress. FNAC is looking more and more impressive, so say the very few hand-picked individual that I've shown gameplay to. If you want a few new sneak peeks, head on over to the other devlog I just posted. I'm sure as Sugar not gonna repost them here when you guys can just go over there and see for yourself. That's all for now. You'll be the first ones to know when I got more to share. As usual, thanks for your incredible patience. So that was a lot to read, and I know I butchered it, and I'm just not gonna re-record that because that's gonna be a waste of my time. But yeah, butchering text aside, because I've done that for like a majority of my text-based reading videos. I'm looking at you, Doki Doki Literature Club. But yeah, so Emil Mack has been working pretty hard, basically on every like corner of the Candies series, and essentially, obviously, these are the main 5 games in the series, remastered 2, 3, and 4, and then FNAC. And there's a lot of like quality of life changes and potential new content coming to Candies R2 and 3, which is very interesting because I've played FNAC R, as you know. I mean, again, I just revisited it not too long ago, and I have a full playthrough of it. But as for Candies 2 and 3, I have not played what essentially are like the original builds, because if each of the 3 games are getting like a quality of life update and, you know, just more stuff added to it, and maybe potentially stuff removed depending on, you know, what is and isn't allowed to be in the Fanverse edition of Candies. But yeah, so that is something worth thinking about, because I honestly maybe should play the original Candies 2 and 3 eventually before whatever remasters of them come out. Because again, as we got further down the list of the article, that these games might be ported to Steam, might be released on Steam alongside FNAC 4 and FUR, which would be interesting to replay all the Candies games via Steam in their new Fanverse edition. So I probably will, maybe down the road, because who knows how much, you know, how long it'll be till these versions are done and released to the public. So I might have to, in like the next year or so, try and get around to playing Candies 2 and 3 for myself. So that's just a little FYI I'm going to throw in here. But it is interesting to know that, like, this is where the main games are at, and then we obviously, you know, get inside of, you know, what is, you know, why things taking so long, which is understandable. Again, you know, life is a thing. It, you know, everyone has their own things to take care of and priorities, you know. And he's still working on the games, is still also helping with Pop Goes, so, you know, it's a lot of work for, one person to do in a single day. So it's very understandable why these games are taking as long as they are. So that is, obviously, that's understandable, very understandable. So we'll just have to wait and see for future updates about where things are in, in a few months to maybe another year or so from now. So, but yeah, I definitely will have to go back and play 2 and 3 for myself eventually. So, and finish up my other, half of my revisit to remastered. And I probably should add a playlist to this section of my playlist that is, the original games that I've played, because I have done basically a full playthrough minus custom night of the original candies, so that is just something worth mentioning. Anyways, with that being said, we have another post to move on to. So that was the entire series discussed. So let's hear about FNAC. So update stuff. I'm back with a story. Once upon a time, a game dev slaved away on finishing FNAC. They were partially successful, and partial parts of said success will be documented below. And they lived happily ever after. And they all lived happily ever after. Let's have a look. FNAC introduces a snipist of a new character NPC which may require the help of Candy and Sydney. One such character is Tilly the cow. I think it's Tilly the cow. They have in fact not come to invite her on an adventure. Why have you guys come here to invite, or why have you guys come here to invite me on an adventure? One thing that you may have noticed about the game so far is the letter boxes for the youngins. That means those tall, black, gray boxes on the side of the screen. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I thought they looked good when I added them. Why did I add them? Because they preserve the original aspect ratio that Candy's Adventure had, on which this entire game is based on. Is based around. Also, I had plans, but that doesn't matter now. I want them gone. Widescreen is the future of gaming, and so out with the old and in with the new. Introducing FNAC with 25% more pixels. Lastly, I've been composing a lot of music for the game, and I want to share one of the soundtracks for the game. But as I'm writing this, I have no idea if I can even add audio files to a devlog. Regardless, I will add it to the game page so you can check it out. That's all for now. Remember to always clean up your fur or your animal's fur if they need any help with it. So interesting. So the beginning is a little gaggy joke, pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, there's apparently going to be new NPC type of characters that require the help of Candy and Sydney. So this is going to be one of them. Tilly, I think it's Tilly the cow. I could be saying it wrong, but I'm just going to go with that. But yeah, so it looks like there'll be NPCs to interact with. I think, like I said, I have to go play it myself, but I believe from what I've seen with Candy's 3, I think in Candy's Adventure, the minigame, I think that you unlock post completing the main nights. I think there were text boxes in that game too, from blank or something, so it is interesting. But yeah, so besides NPC interactions that are going to be in the game is just going to be, now basically widescreen instead of, the smaller looking screen. So now there are even more pixels added to the entire game, which is very interesting. 25% more pixels. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to note that the game is getting basically, like, you know, it's being upgraded from this to just basically widescreen. So that is pretty impressive. And then apparently, if we go to the main page, there is a track. There is a track. I'm gonna play like a couple seconds of this because I don't know if I can play the full thing, but okay, if you want to listen to the full thing, I will link the FNAC Game Jolt page down below. But honestly, I'll probably need to listen to this in my full and listen to it in full to get my honest opinions. But I don't know. It sounds like it's probably going to be the composing of tracks for this game. It's going to be pretty impressive. So yeah, check this out. I'll be linking this page down below along with the post. So yeah, but honestly, yeah, things look like, you know, they're coming along nicely, and it will be interesting to see how much longer till this little game releases. So we'll have to just keep our eyes out and open for FNAC and future updates to the Candy series. So with that, after about 60 minutes of reading and listening to different news and updates about the Candy series of FNAC, I think that's gonna do it for this video. So yeah, that's basically all the recent news for Five Nights at Candy's, the series for FNAC. So yeah, I will be linking in the post down below, so you'll be able to check this out. You know, you'll be able to come to the Game Jolt page of FNAC and listen to this new track, and also read the other posts. So yeah, that's everything. If you have enjoyed, do leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Hit the bell to be notified when I come back to do more updates on, you know, news regarding Fanverse projects, because, you know, I've done this for Candies, and I had done it for a game that is now canceled from the Fazbear Fanverse. But I also have not really done any news videos or even streams for Pop Goes or even the Joy of Creation Ignited collection. So if you guys want to see me talk about either of those games, leave a like and comment down below to let me know, and I might do that in the future. But yeah, that's everything for now. That is all the Candies news that we have received in the last couple of weeks. So I was just finally covering it in a little video, since I meant to cover it on my revisit stream from maybe also a couple weeks ago, and I just forgot. So yeah, that's everything. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I come back to do more on the channel and cover more Five Nights at Candy's goodness. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you on the flip side, and take care, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all soon for something else. Bye, everybody!